Your customers aren't really searching for you anymore. They're asking for you. And right now, AI systems like ChatGPT and Google are the ones choosing who gets recommended, and it might not be your business, even if you're the absolute best in your field. So, how in the world did we get here, and more importantly, what can you do about it?
I want you to really think about this for a second. When a potential customer asks an AI for, say, the best local service or the most reliable consultant in your industry, is your company's name the one that pops up? If you're not 100% sure, well, you're already facing a pretty major competitive threat.
This brings us to a really strange and frankly urgent problem that we've started calling the AI reality gap. See, there's this growing disconnect between who's actually the best in the real world and what these AI systems are recommending to your customers. And in this new reality, just being the best, it's just not enough to get seen anymore.
Okay, let's look at a real-world example to make this concrete. We analyzed a marketing agency in Subang Jaya called 3/3 Inc. On paper, they're a top contender, right? A 4.9-star Google rating, over 8 years of experience, solid stuff. But, and here's the catch, when we asked various AI systems to recommend the best agency in that area, they came in 4th. So what is going on here?
This chart just lays it out so clearly. On the left, you've got this super high Google rating. That's the traditional mark of quality we all know. But on the right, a much, much lower AI recommendation rank. This gap, this is exactly where businesses are losing customers right now. And the craziest part is, most of them don't even realize it's happening.
The reason for this gap isn't some complex algorithm secret. It's actually a massive but really quiet shift in how your customers behave. We've moved from an era of searching for information to a whole new era of asking for direct answers. And believe me, this changes everything.
In the past, which feels like 5 minutes ago, customers would type keywords into a search bar, browse a whole list of websites, and do all the heavy lifting of comparing options themselves. Now, they just ask a question and get a direct, curated recommendation from an AI. The AI has basically become the new gatekeeper, deciding who even gets a chance to be considered.
And this is especially critical right here in Malaysia. With internet penetration at nearly 98%, Malaysians are incredibly quick to adopt new digital habits. So this isn't some far-off future trend, no, it's happening right now on millions of smartphones all across the country.
And ignoring this shift, it's just plain costly. It leads to lower quality leads because the most informed buyers are starting their journey with AI now. You lose your position as the go-to authority, your costs to get a new customer go up, and you're left with this lasting competitive disadvantage as other businesses become the AI's trusted sources. So, how do you fix this? How do you bridge that reality gap we talked about? Well, the solution is a totally new strategic approach, a new playbook designed specifically for this era of asking. It's called AI/O. AI/O, and you say it A-I-O, stands for AI Optimization. At its core, it's the strategic process of structuring your brand's knowledge so that AI systems don't just find you, they actually understand your expertise and confidently cite you as the trusted authority when they answer your customers' questions.
Now let's be super clear about one thing. AI/SO does not replace search engine optimization, not at all. A strong SEO foundation is still absolutely essential. You should think of AI/SO as a new critical layer of strategy that you build on top of your SEO, one that's designed for how an AI thinks.
A really solid AI/OO approach is built on 4 key pillars. First up is authority architecture, which is about documenting your expertise in a way that an AI can actually process. Second is contextual expertise, to really highlight your specific local knowledge. Third, we've got extraction optimization, which means formatting your content so an AI can easily pull answers from it. And finally, competitive positioning, which is all about proving to the AI why you are the superior choice. Okay, now here's probably the most important part of this whole thing. Implementing this strategy isn't something you can just put off until next quarter. The opportunity to gain a massive advantage by being an early adopter, that window is closing way faster than most people think.
This timeline really shows how quickly the landscape is shifting. Right now, today, there's a huge early adopter advantage. But in just 12 months, we predict AI/OI is going to be standard practice. And in 24 months, it's going to be incredibly difficult for latecomers to catch up because the AI will have already decided who the authorities are.
The scale of this opportunity in Malaysia is just massive. Our research shows that a staggering 85% of Malaysian small and medium-sized enterprises have absolutely no AI search strategy. None whatsoever.
That means the field is wide open for businesses that act decisively and claim their authority right now.
You see, building your authority with AI today creates a kind of competitive moat around your business. The advantages you gain right now, they compound over time, making it so much harder for your competitors to challenge your position down the road.
So all of this brings you to a strategic decision point. Understanding the shift is one thing, but acting on it is what's really going to define your future success.
You really have three options here. One, you can wait and see, but you seriously risk becoming completely invisible to a whole new generation of customers. Two, you can make a few minor tweaks to your website, but that's just not going to have any meaningful impact. Or three, you can implement a strategic AI/IO plan and seize this opportunity to become the dominant authority in your market.
For those of you who are ready to explore this further, the team at 3/3 Inc., the folks we used in our example earlier, they've actually developed a ton of resources to help businesses build and implement an effective AI/odds strategy. They're a really great place to start learning more.
So the final takeaway is really this. Every single day, AI systems are making decisions and choosing the go-to experts in your industry. The only question left to ask is, will your business be one of them?